Good morning everyone, it's Tonton from Stand948. Today I want to make a quick guide, a very short version guide of Mercenary Prestige. I already had a video about it, but I will basically focus on how to complete fully Mercenary Prestige, so doing the 50 wave as a free-to-play. So I'll try to make it under 15 minutes. And if you want more information, you can watch the bigger guide, but this one is assuming you know quite a bit about Mercenary Prestige. So why do you want to do that? Why it's very important to complete Mercenary Prestige every time? We are Gen 6, so you start to see a lot of fire crystals. So, you know, that's what you will get at the end. You're not gonna get that per level, right? That's what you get at the end. So you get fire crystals, you get some chief gear, you get some shards, you get some gems, you get a lot of good stuff for free if you play well. So what do you need to do basically to complete it? The answer is actually quite simple. You need to do 2 or 3 things. You need to, so let's take a snapshot of where we are. It's day 1 of Mercenary Prestige. The event lasts 3 days. I did Intel mission 1 time today, so I have my second batch of Intel mission, and I use all my stamina that the game gave me so far, nearly. So, you know, I used the 120 stamina that I got from Patrick, and, you know, the one that I accumulated overnight. It's morning for me. Saturday morning, drinking coffee, and making a quick guide. So today I have 2 more waves of Intel missions to do, plus I have to progress on my Mercenary Prestige. Basically, the only thing you have to do is to be able to spend 30 stamina cans on the event. So the way I do it myself is I actually do it the first day. So, you know, I'm going through them. I'm burning 20 one time. Then I will burn 10. And for the next, so I'll explain how to get 30 cans every time for free to play. I do that on my free-to-play farm. So the only exception to my farm is 99.9% free-to-play. I only bought March number 6 and the second builder. I never bought any other packs, never bought anything in that on that account. So that's my second city. You see, it's, you know, Fire Crystal 7. My main is Fire Crystal 8. If you look around, you know, many people are Fire Crystal 6, Fire Crystal 5. Many are 7 or 8. So it's doing decent. It's 100% free-to-play. And I don't play it as actively as my main. So the other thing you need to do is to be able, you don't have to use, they changed his name, it's not Wallis Bokan anymore, but it used to be Wallis Bokan. You used to have Gina as much as possible. So that means that if you need to, for the time of the event, you will remove your gear from your best hero, and you will put it on Gina, you know, for when you burn your stamina. And if you use Wallis Bokan like me, you know, then you can do the same, right? You can give him the best gear. But what you want to do is to save as much stamina as you can with Gina. What you will, for me, like, I'm too strong compared to current waves of Mercenary Prestige. So I don't need to think too much. But if you are not in that situation, you will want to use Gina plus your 2 strongest heroes for infantry and lancers, and give these 3 heroes your best gear. So that's one thing to do. And that will save you stamina. What you have to do as well is not to help others. So if you only want to use 30 can, you don't have to help others, right? If you help others, you will get extra horns, but leave that to whales, because that means you will burn more stamina, you will need to burn more cans. And I'm assuming you want to keep cans for SVS. So that's kind of the 2 tips that you need to remember. Have 30 cans, and we'll talk about it a bit later, and use Gina as much as possible. Then you have the question of difficulty. I already selected the difficulty, so I cannot show you anymore. But when the event starts, so this morning when I wake up, you had 5 levels of difficulty. What you want to focus is you have to find a balance, and as a free-to-play, you might not be always to beat fully and easily the last level of difficulty, especially the first 2-3 generations. After that, your power is increasing more than Mercenary Prestige difficulty. So at some point, it will be easy for everyone. But what you want to do is you want to complete it every time to get all rewards, and you want to complete it every time to unlock the next difficulty. But that does not mean you will do the harder difficulty. So you have to find a difficulty where it's not too hard for you to do the first nearly 40 waves with solo march, and maybe you use your horns on level 10, 20, 30 because they are stronger, right? They are stronger. They're a bit stronger. 10 and 20 should be okay. 30 should be maybe a rally, or either you do it or you use your horns to ask for help. And then 30 should be easy, and then 40 to 50 you should start to need rally or to have pet buffs, active. So that's something to do as well. And kind of the third tips is use pet buffs, right? On the last level, when you really struggle, you accumulate stamina. Like, you wait for midday to get your 120, plus you accumulate some, so you get nearly 200, and then you pop your pets, and then you do a few more waves with Gina before you do rallies. Because if you do a rally, you will burn 20 stamina. If you use Gina, you will use 8 stamina. And you can basically try, and if you fail, that's okay. I'll show you, but that's how much stamina I have, right? 115. So let's say I'm failing, I'll only send marksman. And when my troop will come, so it took me 10, right? But when my march gonna hit back my city, I'm gonna get the 10 back. So if you fail and you make attempts because you are trying different heroes, you are just trying if you get lucky on some skill on the troops or on the heroes, you see, and 15, right? It came back. So you're not losing it. So you can make different tests basically. So get stamina cans, use Gina, and for the level you struggle, wait for the pets. And it's a 3-day event. So for the next 3 days, basically you won't do any Polar Terror rally, and that's really important. You will do intel missions, because that's really important. So you will do your intel missions, and you will do Mercenary Prestige for 3 days, and you will see that in your alliance. Polar Terror is going low a lot, and people that do too much Polar Terror, they don't finish the event unless they are spenders and they can buy stamina cans. I'm talking to people here and I use the same strategy on my main, but maybe I burn 40, 50, 60, so I actually rally some people that ask for help because I can and I want to help people. Basically, it's good for rewards for me too. So no rally on Polar Terror for 3 days. You do that, basically you summon, you use Gina, you summon, you use Gina, you summon, you use Gina, and in between you do your intel mission. And that will allow you, if you do that for 3 days, you only need 30 stamina cans. So how do you get the stamina cans very quickly? You buy them every week in the VIP shop, this one. So you need to be VIP 3 or 4 or something like that. It's super simple. They are super cheap. It totally worth it. If you miss a tiny bit of stamina cans, let's say you miss 10 stamina cans to finish the event, I will actually spend 3,000 gems. You get a lot more reward. If you have to buy 50 stamina cans because you are very weak and you pick a too difficult, difficulty, and you cannot, you have to start rally at level 20 and it's too hard, and it probably does not worth it. But if you are level 45, if you are level, if you are level 40 something, 10 more stamina cans for us is 10 fire crystals. It's a bit more, it's a 5 more shards. It's actually, 1.5 thousand gems, so that's a lot, So, if you buy 10 cans, it's what? It's 1,000 gems, right? Or they were what? 300? Yeah, they were 300. So, if you are stuck somewhere here, it might be a bit lower on your state because you're not as far in Heroes Generation, but gems, I don't think they change. I think you might have more of these for us, but not the rest. But let's say you are level 45, it's gonna cost you 3k to get to level 50, but you're gonna get 1.5k back. So it's gonna cost you 1,500 gems, and that's totally worth it for what you get extra, right? Plus unlocking eventually the next difficulty. So that could be. And the other event, but that's not showing up here anymore, is Vision of Dawn. So it's a 3-day event where you need to, rally Polar, do intel missions, kill beasts, use keys. So use, 10 of these, 30 of these, stuff like that. You have easy things to do, and that event will reward you stamina cans. And if you do that, if you buy plus the one you get naturally in the game, like I get a bit more because I did not have to use them as SVS, but you get more or less, depending a bit on the months, because sometimes you have other events that give them, but they are not regular. You will get far enough to burn 30 for that event, plus to get some for SVS, increment point on SVS. And I think that's, if I were you, I'll use cans here to have more other things to burn on SVS, and maybe it makes a tiny bit less point on SVS, right? Let's be honest here. I don't think that, you know, getting 10 more levels of that, or 15 more levels of that, is making as much point as 30 stamina cans. And at the same time, you know, it's an extra 20 fire crystal for you, it's extra shards, it's extra speed ups. Like, you will progress faster and you will be stronger. So I think that's quite important to find a balance, even on a SVS focus state. So everyone in my alliance, I will strongly suggest you finish every time Mercenary Prestige, even if we save stamina cans and stuff like that for SVS. So that's really the kind of the minimum you need to know to be able to finish that. There are a few more things I wanted to talk about. So yeah, you have the, let me summon one. So the way you request help is that you have 5. So if you are a weaker player and you struggle to finish and you want to keep your stamina can, then you just use these ones. 4 times you need a rally. So either way 40, maybe 30, 50 for sure, and then 45, 46, 40, like the last level. And then the other time you will rally yourself. And the rest you want to use Gina. So you want to ask for help 5 times every time, so that will, you still have to pay the cost of summoning, which is what? I need to attack actually, which is 15, right? But I wanted to show you, but it's 15, and plus 8 if you do a single march with Gina. So it's 23 per level minimum, right? At the minimum it's 23 per level. But I think it's really, really, really worth it. And your WOS will be able to help you. Something to consider, like I'm missing something I wanted to talk about. I'm trying to get it. So in terms of heroes, we talk about it. Just let me pause for a minute. No, but I think then that's it. Then I'll keep it short. I might have missed something. If it comes back, I'll re-record. If you see that, it means that I did not miss anything too important and there is no re-recording of the video. But that's really the main thing that you want to know. You should, again, free to play. My farm is free to play. You have, if you buy the stamina every time, that should be okay. That's how you do it. That's simple, and that's really, I think, for your own progression is really important. It's one of the best events for free to play. You get a lot of things because you get, as well, things on every level. You get some speed ups, right? Resources does not matter, but you get 50 levels. You get, speed ups a tiny bit. It's not much, but it's 5-minute building speed ups every time, it seems to be. You get the event rewards, and you get eventually, if you unlock all of it, then you get the extra ones, right? This one that improve over time as well. So you start with purple shards, and for us it's only mythic shards. So that's your R4, R5 are activating that, and as you can see, I cannot show you, it's not my right account, but you can schedule it, right? If you click on scout, it's not scouting the thing yet, it's not popping the monster. You have to press scout now to do that, and you can schedule it for your alliance. So that's a small thing. But yeah, guys, that's it. Last video before tonight's stream, then I'll be on holidays. I've recorded a few videos for you, so you will have 3 or 4 videos next week while I'm on holiday. And I come back Monday, in a good week from now. So see you there. Bye bye. Have a good one. Good weekend, you guys. Cheers.